Iran, a country known for its seismic activity, experienced an earthquake on October 5, 2024, that has sparked widespread speculation. While the tremor registered as a 4.5 magnitude event on the Richter scale, some observers have questioned whether the quake could be linked to a covert nuclear test by the Iranian government. The timing and location of the seismic event, coupled with Iran's advancing nuclear program, have led to chatter about whether the country may be closer than ever to acquiring a nuclear weapon. According to a report from Mir News Agency, the earthquake struck at 10:45 a.m. local time in Eredin County, Semnan Province. The Institute of Geophysics at the University of Tehran confirmed the quake's magnitude and depth, noting it originated 10 kilometers underground. While no official statement has been made by Iranian authorities, speculation quickly erupted on social media platforms like X, formerly Twitter, where some users suggested that the tremor may have been the result of a nuclear test. Several users even shared graphs showing how the seismic patterns allegedly resembled those typically seen during nuclear detonations. However, no experts have corroborated these claims, and at this point, the earthquake appears to be a natural phenomenon. Despite the lack of concrete evidence, the seismic event has reignited discussions about Iran's nuclear ambitions, particularly in light of recent geopolitical tensions. The earthquake comes at a particularly tense time for the region. Just days earlier, on October 1st, Iran launched approximately 180 ballistic missiles at Israel in what many analysts have described as the most significant direct attack on the Jewish state by Iran in recent history. Israel has vowed retaliation, and many fear that the situation could escalate into a broader conflict. Amid these rising tensions, a central question has resurfaced. Is Iran on the verge of obtaining a nuclear weapon? In recent years, Iran's nuclear program has advanced significantly, sparking alarm in Israel, the United States, and other Western nations. On October 1st, the conservative think tank, the Heritage Foundation, warned that Iran might be closer than ever to building a nuclear weapon. Citing a senior Iranian lawmaker's April statement, the report suggested that Iran could be only a week away from conducting its first nuclear test once given the go-ahead. The international community has long accused Iran of using its civilian nuclear program as a cover for military nuclear ambitions. This concern dates back to 2010 when the Stuxnet malware, allegedly developed by the United States and Israel, was used to sabotage Iran's nuclear facilities in Natanz, setting the country's program back by 5 years. In 2015, Iran agreed to limit its uranium enrichment in exchange for the easing of international sanctions under the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, JCPOA. However, the deal effectively collapsed in 2018 after the U.S. unilaterally withdrew from it. Since then, Iran has accelerated its nuclear activities. The International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, reported in October 2024 that Iran is now closer than ever to reaching the 90% uranium enrichment level required to build a nuclear bomb. While Iran's uranium enrichment progress is concerning, experts agree that reaching weapons-grade uranium does not necessarily mean the country is within weeks of having a fully functional nuclear weapon. Former Israeli Prime Minister Ehud Barak, speaking to The Guardian on October 4th, warned that Iran could potentially have a nuclear weapon within a year, but would likely require up to 5 years to develop a small nuclear arsenal. The New York Times, in an October 2nd report, also emphasized that building a nuclear weapon involves more than just enriching uranium. Iran would need to master advanced metallurgy, engineering, and weaponization technologies. Specifically, creating a functional nuclear warhead would require the development of an electronic firing system capable of compressing a nuclear core and initiating a chain reaction. The warhead would then need to undergo extensive testing to ensure it could withstand the extreme conditions inside a missile. These complexities suggest that while Iran may be closer to obtaining nuclear capabilities than ever before, it is not likely to achieve a deployable nuclear weapon within the next few months. The seismic activity in Eredin County has fueled fears that Iran might have already conducted a nuclear test, but this remains purely speculative. Underground nuclear tests can indeed produce seismic activity, but several factors cast doubt on this theory. Iran's primary nuclear facilities, such as Natanz, are deeply buried underground, making it difficult to contain a nuclear explosion without causing surface-level disruptions. The earthquake recorded in Semnan Province occurred at a relatively shallow depth, which does not align with what would be expected from an underground nuclear detonation. Still, the political context cannot be ignored. With tensions escalating between Iran and Israel, And with Iran's missile attacks on Israel just days earlier, concerns over the country's nuclear ambitions have reached a fever pitch. Some analysts speculate that Israel may be hesitating to retaliate fully because it fears Iran could be on the brink of achieving nuclear capabilities. Should Iran successfully develop a nuclear weapon, it would dramatically alter the strategic balance in the Middle East. Israel, which is widely believed to possess nuclear weapons, though it has never confirmed this, would face a direct nuclear threat from its longtime adversary. The broader region, already destabilized by proxy conflicts and sectarian violence, could find itself on the brink of a nuclear arms race. For now, the October 5th earthquake remains officially classified as a natural event, but the incident has served as a reminder of the ever-present dangers associated with Iran's nuclear program. Whether or not a nuclear test is imminent, the world is watching Tehran closely as tensions in the region continue to simmer.